Poor Zoe wanted to tell Blaine how his evil mother had almost killed her and their unborn son. She wanted to tell him how she had longed for him all these years and how difficult it had been for her to raise a child alone. But she remained silent, and to avoid any further argument, Blaine left. Zoe stood frozen in her place, shattered and helpless. If that wasn't enough for the day, Zoe was yet to learn the most shocking news of all.
What's wrong? Is Max okay? Actually, Zoe, Max is missing. They're looking for him now, but what do you mean he's missing? Where is he?
You need to see this. It's the security cam footage.
Zoe was shocked to see the CCTV footage. She could not believe her eyes. But what had she seen? So, she left the city and gave birth to her son, Max. Sadly, soon after Max's birth, he was diagnosed with leukemia, a fatal cancer. Zoe devoted herself to curing her ailing son, almost forgetting her past life as she focused only on Max's well-being. Zoe's life was going on at its pace until one day.
Ziva? What's wrong?
I'm in the trauma center. Come quick.
What's going on, Ziva?
I was waiting for Max to finish his chemotherapy, so I went to get coffee. And then suddenly...
Hello? Max.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh, honey. Are you okay?
I'm fine, Mom.
I was so scared, Max. Max. Honey, why are you shaking?
Someone pushed Auntie Ziva down the stairs. When I came out with Nurse Luna, I was looking around for Auntie Ziva. When I turned around, I saw a hand pushing her, and she fell down the stairs.
Did you see who did it?
No, just the hand.
Zoe was shocked that someone had tried to harm her sister. Why would anybody do such a thing? She knew that Ziva could be clumsy at times, but if Max had witnessed someone pushing Ziva, it was deeply troubling. After confirming with the nurse about Ziva's whereabouts, Zoe hurriedly made her way to see her sister.
Can I come in? Hello?
Zoe?
Zoe was shocked to see the doctor. That was Blaine, the love of her life whom she had left behind 9 years ago. But what was he doing there?
And who is this?
That would be my twin, Ziva.
I didn't know you had a twin.
Blaine, too, was stunned. Zoe had never mentioned having a twin sister to him. They looked towards each other. The room was suddenly consumed by awkward silence. In a moment of connection, Blaine noticed a burn on Zoe's hand.
Did you burn your hand?
Oh, yes. Earlier this morning.
And as he gently held Zoe's hand, a surge of emotion swept through Zoe. It had been 9 long years since she had felt his touch, and it triggered all the memories of their love. She remembered how deeply Blaine's love had been embedded inside her. Both of them couldn't tear their eyes away, until suddenly, noises from the corridor interrupted their emotions.
Who was that little guy in the hall?
That's my son, Max.
Zoe had a son? Blaine was shocked and looked at the kid with intrigue.
Cute kid. How old is he anyways?
Zoe sensed Blaine's unspoken question. It seemed he wanted to ask if Max was his son, but she was too afraid to reveal the truth. She knew that Blaine's mother could still pose a threat to her and her son.
Dr. Blaine, your date is waiting in your office.
Oh. The plight of being single, huh? Well, I should get going. It was really good seeing you, Zoe.
A date? So Blaine was dating someone. Had he never missed her or tried to find her? She had a million questions for Blaine. She wanted to stop Blaine and tell him everything that had happened to her and why she left, but she couldn't because their love story had ended long ago, and now Blaine had moved on. Zoe stopped her brain from wandering. All she wanted to clarify was if someone had pushed Ziva from the stairs or it was just an accident.
You are so lucky. How do you always get the hot man over me? I mean, we're twins. Forget him. I want to know how you fell, Ziva. Did someone push you? What? No. I don't think so. Okay, sorry. I just... Never mind. Get some rest. I'll come check on you in a bit.
Zoe was still confused, as Max was sure that he had witnessed someone pushing Ziva, yet Ziva couldn't recall anything. Zoe wondered about the sudden appearance of Blaine at the hospital, coinciding with Ziva's incident. Was it merely a coincidence or a carefully planned attack? Zoe couldn't shake the thought that perhaps the attack was intended for her, but the attacker mistook Ziva for her. Memories of that torturous night resurfaced, leaving Zoe to question if Catherine Dexter was behind all of this.
Hello, stranger.
Blaine. Scared me.
Now you know how I felt when I thought I saw you. Twice.
Right.
Look, I know about your son Max and his chemo treatments. If there's anything I can do to help...
I'll let you know.
Sorry. Just want to check if your burn was better.
His touch was irresistible for Zoe. Her heart raced thinking about the time they spent together, but she couldn't understand if Blaine was doing all this on purpose. Was all of this a mere coincidence?
Yeah. Looks much better. Look, I hope I'm not overstepping my boundaries, but I want to help with Max. I was wondering, have you found a suitable bone marrow donor?
Not yet. Nobody from my family can donate. No one's a good match.
And I know it's none of my business, but what about his father?
Zoe wanted to tell Blaine that Max was his son, but how could she tell Blaine when his mother wanted to kill Max? She couldn't compromise Max's safety, especially when any of the Dexters was around. She chose to stay silent.
Why do you want to know anyway? I can handle this on my own.
Because I want to help, Zoe.
I think we're done with this conversation, Blaine.
Why are you avoiding me? You act like there's nothing between us, but I still feel something.
Really? Then why didn't you ever reach out? Did your mother stop you? Or did you also think I was a poor nobody who couldn't fit in with the great Dexter family?
What? Zoe, if there was a woman I ever truly loved, it was you.
The truth is, Blaine, you left me heartbroken. Do you know how difficult it was for me all these years? Every day I thought of you. I left Scottsdale because everything reminded me of you. Do you even know what happened to me? The trauma I went through?
No. You never gave me a chance, Zoe. You left town, and I didn't know how to reach you.
Poor Zoe wanted to tell Blaine how his evil mother had almost killed her and their unborn son. She wanted to tell him how she had longed for him all these years and how difficult it had been for her to raise a child alone. But she remained silent, and to avoid any further argument, Blaine left. Zoe stood frozen in her place, shattered and helpless. If that wasn't enough for the day, Zoe was yet to learn the most shocking news of all.
What's wrong? Is Max okay? Actually, Zoe, Max is missing. They're looking for him now, but what do you mean he's missing? Where is he?
You need to see this. It's the security cam footage.
Zoe was shocked to see the CCTV footage. She could not believe her eyes. But what had she seen? Who had pushed Ziva from the staircase? Who had kidnapped Max? Is Catherine Dexter back to kill Zoe and Max? Will Zoe tell Blaine about his mother's deeds? Will Blaine find out that Max is his son? Will Zoe be able to get her son back?
To listen to the full audio series, install the Pocket FM app now.
Pocket FM. Download the app now.